A surprise came in the mail for Mandy Hernandez.
I received this envelope with this credit card in it, and I was like, I didn't apply for a credit card.
On it was cash, unemployment benefits from Ohio. But this retired grandmother in California has never been to Ohio and never been unemployed.
Worked for the post office since 1988.
Someone had apparently stolen her identity to collect benefits. She didn't want to use her full name due to privacy concerns, but agreed to let us use her first and maiden names.
It just feels scary.
We've learned authorities are struggling to investigate a gush of unemployment fraud.
We are talking about probably the biggest fraud ever committed against the American people.
Crooks using Americans' personal information exposed in past data breaches to obtain pandemic unemployment assistance.
It's kind of shocking, but the cost of buying those sort of basic identifiers on the dark web is pennies on the dollar.
Initially, jobless Americans could declare themselves eligible for aid without providing proof. The idea was to speed money to non-traditional workers like a food delivery driver.
While it was generous, also created a open and significantly larger target for people looking to defraud the system.
A federal indictment says these are members of the Wu Gang in Brooklyn, caught on ATM cameras allegedly cashing in pandemic unemployment debit cards. Authorities say they did it by filing thousands of claims using stolen identities. The arrest resulted from an investigation by the U.S. Labor Department's Inspector General. It's an office facing challenges going after billions of dollars worth of fraud. There are too few investigators to sift through a 1,000-fold increase in reports of phony claims, and surprisingly, no access to a database of potential fraud reported by states. The Inspector General has had to rely on time-consuming subpoenas to build cases.
It just slows the process down when you actually have to go other ways to get the information.
The Labor Department tells us it's working on getting state approvals to finally get into the database sometime before summer. It's a hurdle in the already difficult race to get stolen money back.
The bulk of the money is likely attributable to international crime syndicates.
A new estimate puts suspected improper unemployment payments at $163 billion. The Inspector General has been able to recover just $830 million.
And what's our plan to try to recover more of that $163 billion plus?
We believe that it's going to be somewhat difficult to get that back because so many of the fraudsters have already spent it in high dollar value items, whether it be homes, whether it be vehicles.
The grandmother out in California is hanging on to the fraudulent debit card that came in the mail in case law enforcement ever asks for it.
Yeah, it's criminal because I don't know what they're doing with my identity.
Ohio state officials told us they will look into her case, one of an estimated 400,000 reports of suspected unemployment fraud in that state alone. Patrick Terpstra, Newsy, Washington.